Shalom. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. And I'm back with another lesson. So without further ado, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, for giving me the inspiration to do this video. Salutations to the brothers and sisters that magnify this truth on the four corners of the earth and have given a body as a living sacrifice. And double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well in the spirit and who have taught us this truth. All right. So first and foremost, I want to start here in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. And pretty much we're going to touch on the fact that faith is a gift. Use it. All right. So let's start here. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. All right. So we're commanded to walk by faith and not by sight. So we should let our spiritual eye guide us and not this carnal eye of the flesh. All right, we got to build our confidence up in the Lord, right? Let's go to verse 8. It says, we are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. And that's the spirit we got to be in. Who also can we learn from that moved, all right, with faith and not by sight? Abraham, all right? Abraham was considered a friend of the Lord. So he would be considered present with the Lord. Why? Because he was confident in the Lord and he walked by faith and not by sight. And we can go there in the book of Hebrews. Chapter 11 and verse 6. Then we'll jump down to 8. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. Salakia, let's go to 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right. And that's why we use our spiritual eye, because we're hoping that the Lord is going to redeem us. All right. This thing is about believability, man. And that's what Abraham was dealing with. All right, so let's go back to 6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is. Right? Yahweh, he is. Get it? He who has ears to hear. And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So the Lord will reward you if you diligently seek it out. Having faith. Let's jump to 8. It says, by faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out unto a place which he should after receive an inheritance, obeyed. And he went out, not knowing whither he went. You see that? So Abraham went to a place, right? And he traveled, not knowing where he was going, but just going and moving by faith because he heard the calling of the Lord. It says, by faith he sojourned in a land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. You see that? So through faith, Abraham was able to do all these things, man. Right? So now, let's get another account. All right, let's go to Luke. Right? Because having faith is a gift, man. Use it. This is what the apostles asked for. All right? This is Luke chapter 17 and verse 5. It says, and the apostles asked unto the Lord, increase our faith, because they knew the beauty of having faith. They knew that long as they have faith, they can inherit everlasting salvation. It's okay to know the law. It's okay to perform it, because the law is good. But there's nothing like having faith, because faith is the key to the door. All right? And verse 6 says, and the Lord said, if ye had faith as a grain of mustard seed, right, ye might say unto this sycamore tree, be thou plucked up by the root, and be thou planted in the sea, and it shall obey you. You see that just by a little bit of faith, because you got to start somewhere. The Lord doesn't want you to stay little faith. We see that happen with Peter when he walked on water, right? When in Matthew 8:23, where he say, why are ye fearful, O little faith? The Lord wants you to start with somewhere, though. And to be able, that little mustard seed can grow and become greater than all the other herbs. Let's go to there. Mark chapter 4, verse 30. It says, and he said, whereunto shall we liken the kingdom of God? Or with the comparison shall we compare it? It is like a grain of mustard seed. See, here it is again. That mustard seed is very small, right? Let's read on. Which when it is sown in the earth, is less than all the seeds that be in the earth, because it's more smaller. Let's read on. But when it is sown, it groweth up and become greater than all herbs, and shooteth out great branches, so that the fowls of the air may lounge under the shadow of it. You see that? So that little bit of faith, as small as a mustard seed, can bloom into a very great tree or a very great herb, right? With very great branches. That's what the Lord wants. He wants you to grow, but you need that little faith to get started. All right, so let's go to Romans chapter 1, verse 17. It says, for therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. The just shall live by faith, right? Because long as you got faith in the Lord, all things are possible to him. You can't pray to the Father without having faith. You can't pray to the Father without believability. To top it all off, that's what this thing is about, believability. Because when you believe, the Lord is going to direct your steps. Proverbs 16:9. Right? And what does it go into in Romans 4:11? Speaking about the circumcision and Abraham. Right? When it goes in, speaking that we didn't know the law, but by faith we got it anyway. Okay? So these are things that we need to meditate on day to day, right? Because we're entering into perilous times. And if we don't have anything else, if we lose everything else today, one thing we'll still have is faith. So we got to practice, all right? We got to meditate on that. We got to seek to become greater. This thing of ours is all about growth, all right? So with that, I hope it was edified through the spirit of power. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right? I hope I was able to feed the lambs or the sheep, and they, was able to grasp, this teaching. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Until next time, peace be on you and your household.